If you upload a book on Amazon KDP and your book gets blocked, but you have no idea why, in this video, I'm going to be breaking down 5 overlooked reasons why this happens and exactly how to fix each one. So by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to bulletproof your next upload. Now, the first reason is copyrighted content. Now, this is the fastest way to get your book blocked on Amazon KDP. So here's what happens. If you include like a song lyrics in your poetry book, or you use Disney characters, maybe like Buzz from Toy Story, or you use Mickey Mouse and any other character in your children's storybook, or you grab images from Google without checking the license, Amazon KDP's algorithm are really getting smarter at catching this stuff. And Amazon KDP has become even more stricter, which makes a whole lot of things not allowed. Now, there are a lot of creators that have lost their account because of this. So you need to be very careful when it comes to using copyright content. You always need to check if a content is copyright, or better still, use your content. Now, how do you fix this, or how do you avoid this? You want to use original content or verified royalty-free materials. If you didn't create it yourself, you want to make sure that you have legal rights to use it. This is super important, just so that when you upload your books, KDP does not clamp down on your books. Now, the second reason is low quality or repetitive content. Amazon KDP has seriously cracked down on what they call spammy books. Now, this includes journals with identical interiors, AI-generated books with no real value. Now, do note, you can create books with AI, but this particular one is making reference to AI-generated books that have no real value, or you are uploading 50 versions of the same coloring book with very tiny variation. I know someone who had 20 journals blocked because they all had the exact same line pages inside. Now, how do you fix this? Or how do you avoid this? What you need to do is you need to add genuine value to every book. Emphasis on genuine value. Even if you are creating journals or planners, make sure to customize the interior layout. You want to add unique prompts and vary the page designs. You want to make each book feel intentionally different and valuable to users. Now, the third reason is misleading metadata or titles. Now, some persons do this because they're trying to be a little bit manipulative and try to get their book visible. And what they do is they begin to impute misleading metadata and titles in their books that they're uploading. This is one reason that KDP can actually block your book. When your book title promises like a 365-day fitness planner, but inside it only has 90 days, or your keywords mention recipes, but it's actually a meal planning journal with no recipes, Amazon KDP actually checks for mismatch, and that is an instant red flag to them. So you don't want to be putting metadata or titles just because you're trying to crack the algorithm and get more visible. This can actually lead to your book being blocked. Now, how do you fix or avoid this? You want to make your title, subtitle, description, and keyword 100% aligned with your book content. If your book has 100 pages, you don't claim it as 200. If it's a journal, don't keyword it as a cookbook. Simple honesty actually goes a long way. Now, the third reason why Amazon KDP is probably blocking your book is trademark violation. Now, this is super important. This one is sneaky because you might not even realize you are doing it, which is why I said you might be overlooking it, because you actually have good intentions, but then you are violating trademark. You are making trademark violations, which Amazon KDP is not cool with. When you use words like Disney, you use words like Harry Potter or Super Bowl in your title, subtitle, or keywords, this can trigger an instant block. Now, even if your book has nothing to do with these brands, just having that trademark term can actually flag your book and can lead your book to getting blocked on Amazon KDP. Now, how do you avoid or fix this? Before you upload anything, you want to do a quick trademark search. You can use USPTO database, which is United States Patent and Trademark Office, of course, for US trademarks, or TMView for European trademarks. And it literally takes a few minutes just for you to check whatever word you are using in your title, subtitle, or description, and it can save you weeks of headache. So when brainstorming titles, you want to ask yourself, could this word be possibly trademarked by someone else? And you don't just stop there, you want to check and see if it's trademarked or not. For example, if I search for Pride and Prejudice, and I search that, you can see that Pride and Prejudice, this particular one here, is actually trademarked. However, the one with the AND is not trademarked. You can see the status is dead. But when we scroll all the way down and we have Pride and with the symbol and, you can see it is actually trademarked. Now, reason number 5 why Amazon KDP is blocking your book is duplicate content across books. Now, this is also super important. Even if each book passes individually, Amazon KDP now looks at patterns across the entire catalog. So if you upload like 10 journals and they all have like identical interior layout, that is going to raise some flags, it's going to raise some eyebrows. Same with planners, same with coloring books or any low content book with copy and paste interiors. So you want to be really, really creative. And that's one thing I always say. I always say you should take enough time when you are creating the interior pages of your book. So not just because you are actually doing it for your customers and for your customers to be actually satisfied, you also want to do it such that Amazon KDP does not flag your book as repetitive or duplicate. So now, how do you fix this or how do you avoid this? You want to treat each book as a unique product. You want to change up your interior designs. You want to use different fonts. You want to vary the page layout and add unique elements. Even small changes signal to KDP that you are creating intentional, distinct products rather than just churning out duplicates. Now, these are just 5 reasons that your books are most likely getting blocked. And if you have been actually doing this without knowing, then it is time for you to make adjustments and put out more quality and unique books. And if this video has been of help to you, do not forget to like this video and subscribe for more helpful videos like this. And if you are absolutely new on KDP or you're a beginner to KDP and you want to start creating books, Amazon KDP has, you can either create the high content book, which are like ebooks and paperback books, or you can create medium content books, which is like coloring book, or low content books, which are like planners or journals. And if you want to start creating a book, let's say a coloring book, like I said earlier, you want to create unique designs, unique styles, make it unique to you, make it valuable, and you do not even have to be a designer to be able to create it. Now, in order to be able to start creating a coloring book step by step, very easily, even as an absolute beginner with no design skills, you want to click the video you see on your screen right now to check the full detailed tutorial on how to do that. Ciao.